This is my cooled zero EV charger. So I bought it last year, October, probably October maybe. I can't remember. I bought my EV car, first time I've ever bought an EV car, just around in September. I've already had an EV van, which I've been using for years, but I've never really charged it at home. Only a few times using, like, they call it the granny charger. It's like you just plug it into the 3-pin socket in your house. But this time I wanted to get a proper charger. So what I did research. I researched into what chargers work with my vehicle. I've got a Jaguar. Which ones work, which ones don't. You look about the first thing I would advise you to do is look on the energy supplier, whoever you get your electricity from. Check their website, because they normally would have a link into sort of like EV chargers, all the ones that they sort of you recommend, so to speak. So I did that, and I chose it. I can't really remember because I didn't actually get it from them in the end, but I selected one. So you have all different types, all different sizes, or prices as well. And what they do, they will send you information, or they'll contact you to do a survey. So basically, they need to find out whether you can actually have one of these on your house, the type of consumer unit, or sort of wiring or whatever like that you've got in your house, where the power consumer unit is positioned in your house, where you want the EV charger to be located. So it's all of this sort of stuff you need to be aware of, and you need to sort of survey it yourself, because they won't actually come down to your house. The engineers won't come down to do a survey. They do it sort of like using your phone, either taking pictures, or someone will call you and do a video chat. That's it, a video call. So if the company my energy supplier, they send me a link, and it didn't work on my phone, and I've got one of these really weird Chinese phones, and it didn't work. So I think he did email me a link for me to do what I had to do. You sort of take a picture. What did I do? I think I took a picture, then I sort of circled whereabouts on the wall that I wanted to have my charger, etc., where I wanted it located. And you got to show as well where the consumer unit is. And as I have mine on the side of my house, I've got a detached house. I've got on the side, then where they can run the wire from, and they say, they can give you like 5 meters of wire to the consumer unit to the EV charger from the consumer unit. If any more, then the charge will increase, etc. But anyway, I did that, and I never heard back from them. I never heard back. I did hear back from them, and this was after when I decided, hang about, I just got my car, I bought it. The dealership made sure that it's charged up to the max, and I'm like panicking because I didn't want to use an online charger, the on-street charger. I just wanted, so I went to a different shop. I went to a shop called Halfords, and I looked on their website, and I saw one called Cord, and I think that's what they had, and I didn't know which ones to choose, and I just thought, hang about, I've got 2 vehicles. Because they normally come, they call it tethered, and that means that it comes with a lead, I believe, and it's untethered, that doesn't come with a lead. Now, my car came with this charger cable called a granny charger, that's what they call it. But I know that for my van, I've got a lead anyway, but I didn't fancy having that lead for my car. So I decided to get a tethered EV charger. So that's one that has the cord, you see. That's the cord, and it normally comes in 5 meters, but this one here you can also pay extra. That was extra £70 for 8 meters in length. And I'm thinking, just in case I wanted to use it on street, so to speak, even though yeah, I don't know. I've got two vehicles, depending on how I park, I just wanted to make sure it reached. And so far, I know that the called guy did contact me and said, "Could you please leave us a review because they're sort of new." I said, "Why?" Because they're sort of a new company. I haven't done that yet, so I'm just thinking that making this video will probably help. And I've been meaning to do this video for ages, I tell you, but I just haven't had the time. So I'm still getting used to the charger. At first, I didn't understand. All right, it is a top of the range one. It's the most expensive one that was on the Halfords website. So these chargers, they work by an app. Plus, it comes with a card. So if you don't use the app to start the charging, I think you can just use the card to tap on the box itself, and then it will charge your vehicle, which I've not used yet. And also it supports it says solar and battery. Now I don't have any solar panels on my roof, but you never know in the future. And plus, it comes with 5 years warranty, which the other didn't. Yeah, the other ones came with 3. Now, I really can't remember exactly what happened, but I know that when I bought it from Halfords, they were very quick. They claimed to do it within 2 weeks, and they probably did. They sent someone out. He sort of said where you wanted it to go, and I was really humming and ahhing. I didn't know where. First, I wanted it to be next to the front door there, but then I realised if I'm charging, then if I'm walking in and out of the house, I'll probably trip over the lead. I think that's why I did get an 8-meter cable so it can reach the van, which is also an electric van as well. But then I said I want it there at the corner there. So as you can see, my consumer unit power supply that comes to the house is to the left, on the wall on the left somewhere. And where I want this EV positioned, where it's on the right of the front of the house. So he had to sort of, you can see the lead, the EV, the cord is has to put it underneath the door, so to speak. So from there, you can see the black lead and it goes along down there like that. But I mean, I didn't understand that to use it at first, right? But I understand it. I'm happy. So for those of you guys in England, the main benefit of having an EV charge in your house, and you need to get a smart meter as well, is that you can have a tariff that, the off-peak tariff, so they say, where the electricity is a lot cheaper. So obviously this will benefit people who use their vehicles a lot. I personally don't. So I'm still working out whether, for me, it's a weekend car, whether it's feasible, really. So that means between 12 and 6 a.m., that's when I can charge my vehicle, and I get, it's like, I think about 7p a kilowatt. And peak times is about 27p. And I think my tariff was about 24.5 or something like that per kilowatt. So my neighbour, she doesn't use one of these tariffs. She just charge it when she wants. And I think it's a lot of money. I think for those 6 hours, it can cost something like £3 or £4 to charge the EV, to charge my car. So that's pretty good, but it doesn't charge it all fully. I think it needs at least 12 hours. But I mean, I normally have it at around 150 miles sort of on the vehicle. But it benefits for me. Also, I've got a van which I do charge at work, but there's times when I can't charge at work. So I don't have time to charge, so I can charge it at home as well. So like I'm saying, you have to work out. There's no point buying an EV car if you can't charge at home, because the on-street charges are very expensive. They can be anything from 59p. No, they can be a bit cheaper than that probably. But I know that the very fast chargers could be like 89p per kilowatt. or about 50p per kilowatt for normal, the 7 watt charge. Is it 7 watt? 7 kilowatt charger. I'm still learning all this stuff, but there you go. I'm just trying to tell you the process of actually getting one of these. So it came in the post first, this box, and then they already we all sort of worked out a date when the engineer will come around, and he fitted it in no problem. And like I said, it works by an app, so everything works by app these days. And yeah, you can set a timer on the app so it can charge at a certain time and end at a certain time. It's really good. I mean, I live right in the city of London, so an EV vehicle's okay for me. I've been travelling far, like to Bognor Regis and back, without having to get a charge out on the street. I've not charged out yet. I've not even done any long trips. I use it for airport runs because we've been travelling quite a bit, so it's fine for that. Anyway, I just wanted to say this is the cord charger I've got. Look at Halfords, but first check with your energy supplier. All right, see what they do. Make sure you do research. Make sure it can work with your car. So look on the forums. I mean, there was nothing much about it working with Jaguar, but it did say that this cord thing actually works with my supplier. Because sometimes I think that it's weird that they say that some EV chargers don't work with certain suppliers. So look for that first before you spend your money. All right then, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.